Good evening, guys. In the last session, we completed our discussion related to what is JUnit, how to perform unit testing for the application by using JUnit, what is mocking, how to create mock objects, how to define the behavior for mock objects, and what is code coverage, how do we generate code coverage report by using Jacoco, right? So today we are going to understand how to prepare resume, right? How do we prepare resume in order to attend the interviews, right? Now, first of all, what sections we need to keep in our resume? Okay. What points we need to keep in the mind when we are keeping our resume? How to keep projects in the resume? That part we are going to discuss, right? In the resume, the first section, we are going to specify your contact details, right? So you need to take one new email, take a new email and take a new phone number. When you are applying for any job, it's better to use new mail ID and a new mobile number. Why? Because already you might have created your profile in some job sites like Naukri, Monster and all. Okay, that's why it's better when you are applying for a new job, go with new mail ID and new phone number. That is the first section. And one more thing, if you already have any profile in the Naukri or Monster or any other portal, you delete that first. You delete your old profile and you create a new profile, because for the new profiles, chances will be high to get the more calls than the old profiles. Okay. So if any old profile is available, you delete that and you create a new profile by using new mail ID and new phone number. Then second section in the resume, you need to keep your professional summary. You need to keep professional summary as a second section. Professional summary in the sense, professional summary, nothing but your expertise. That means you are expert in which areas. You are expert in which areas, that you need to specify as your professional summary. I am having good experience with microservices architecture. I'm having good experience with Spring security. I'm having good experience with Spring REST API development. I'm good experienced in Spring Boot projects development. Okay. I'm good with Oracle database, SQL language. So what is your expertise? Expertise means what is your core strength? The core strength you need to mention as professional summary in the resume. In the professional summary, we can keep 10 points, guys. At least 10 points we are going to keep as part of our professional summary. Once this is completed, then we are going to keep our second section. In the second section, we can keep our technical skills. What technologies you know for backend? What technologies? Java, Spring Boot, microservices for the backend. Okay, so technical skills, when you are keeping, you keep your technical skills related to front end. Okay, so what is your skill set in front end development? Basically you can keep Angular for the front end. Coming to back end part, you can keep Java, J2EE, Spring Boot and microservices. So these things comes under your backend skills. Then coming to database, what databases you know? You can keep Oracle database, comma, MySQL database. What is Oracle database and MySQL database that you are going to keep? Coming to tools, whatever the tools that you know, like DevOps tools, you can keep. Okay, you can keep as DevOps tools like Maven, Git, Jenkins, Docker, Jenkins, Maven, Docker, some tools like you can keep those tools. Then coming to cloud platform, we are going to learn AWS cloud. So this cloud knowledge also is important. You need to keep these cloud tools, cloud technologies also in your resume. Then once it is completed, the next section that we are going to keep, section 4. In the section 4, we will keep educational qualification. What is your educational qualification? So we are going to keep highest educational qualification. Okay, highest educational qualification we are going to keep. You no need to mention which year you passed out, what is the percentage you got, your school, college, not required. What is your highest qualification? That highest qualification you need to mention in the resume. Okay, good. So then section 4, educational qualification. Then section 5, here we are going to specify projects. What are the projects that you have implemented in your career? Okay, you need to keep that. So when you go for project section, it's up to you whether you want to keep only one project or you want to keep more than one project. Okay, so it's better to keep one project only, because I don't think that, sir, I have 3 years of experience now, should I keep 3 projects in the resume? Not required. Not required. Because in the company, there are people who are working on the same project from last 7 years. So people will work on the same project for 7 years, for 10 years also, they are working on the same project. So in the resume, only one project will be available. So if you want, you can keep 2 projects or one project is sufficient. When we are keeping project, you need to specify project, technical environment, tech stack. So your project is developed by using what technologies, and what is description of the project in just 3 to 5 lines. 4 to 5 lines is sufficient. You no need to write one complete page about the project. You can write just 4 to 5 lines about your project. Then main thing is your roles and responsibilities. What are your roles and responsibilities in the project? That you have to specify under project section. If you are keeping 2 projects, same thing you need to repeat for the 2 projects also. If you are keeping one project, then that is sufficient. So you need to make sure in your resume, these 5 sections are available. First one is your contact information. Second one is your professional summary. Third one, your technical skills as a developer. What is your skill set? And what is your highest qualification? And fifth one, what projects you have implemented. When you are keeping the project, you need to mention what technologies used for the project development, and description of the project you need to keep for 4 to 5 lines, and you need to go with roles and responsibilities, what you have done in that project. What you have done in that project, that roles and responsibilities also we need to keep. In the last part, date and signature. Signature section will be available. That is going to be our last section in the resume. So which is signature section. The last section is signature section in the project. Right. So this is the template that we will follow to prepare resume. Sir, same resume you can use for fresher as well as for experienced people also. And one more section I forgot to mention. Section 4 here, guys. You need to specify company details. Currently, you are working for which company and from when to when you work for that company. Your experience details you have to keep here. Company details, or you need to keep your experience details also. That is 4th section, 5th section education, 6th section project, 7th section signature will be available. Look at this. Your contact details, Professional summary, name, email, and phone number. Name, email, phone number comes under contact details. Professional summary, 10 points we can keep there. Technical skills, what technologies you know, front end, back end, database, tools, cloud knowledge you are going to keep. Then operating system, you can keep OS, you know, Windows OS and Linux OS. We are going to learn that Linux. And present, if you are working for which company, right? So this experience is not required for freshers. If anybody want to go as fresher, for them not required for freshers. If anybody trying with experience, those people need to keep this section. The people who are trying as a fresher, for them it is not required. Section 5, educational qualification, highest degree you need to keep. Percentages, passed out years, not required. Projects, either one project or more than one project also you can keep. And finally, signature part will be available. Are you guys clear? Any confusion? No. Now let me open sample resume to understand this template. Yeah, sample resumes available. I have downloaded the resumes file, guys. A zip file is available. I will upload this zip file in our portal. Extract. Yeah. So I have given 3 resumes here. Java fresher resume format, 3 years people, and my old resume, which when I was having 9 years experience, my old resume is also available. I will open these resumes now. So let me go to this resume template, right? Yeah. So this is the sample resume format. So you are going to keep your contact details, your email ID, your mobile number. That is our contact details. Okay. Then after the contact details, my professional summary is available. So I'm having total at that time, old resume, 9 years experience in analysis, design, development, and deployment of software applications. I'm having good experience with Java and J2EE technologies, good experience in build and deployment operations using DevOps practices, and experience in AWS cloud to manage infrastructure for my application. This is Java plus DevOps plus AWS profile. Full stack, front end, back end, DevOps, and AWS is available. Having good experience in developing monolithic applications and microservices application. Having good experience with Apache Kafka. Having good experience with Agile methodology to develop the application. Good experience with databases. Okay. Good experience with Jenkins tool for the CI/CD. Good experience with Jira for the project management. Sonar Cube, testing lifecycle, bug lifecycle. These points are not required for you. In-house trainings. In my company, I will give trainings for my company employees also. Okay. In our team, every month Friday, we need to provide the training on one new topic for the employees in the company. Okay. So I use it to take such kind of in-house trainings also in the company. When you are going with 3 years, you remove this point. It's not required. Okay. Then, so having experience in dealing with onshore and offshore team members. So onshore team means our functional team will be available. As a developers, we need to communicate with them to get the clarity on the requirement. This is my professional summary. So like this, you can keep 5 to 10 points as part of your resume. By looking at these points, they will understand what you have done in your previous company. What you are doing in your job, they will understand by looking at this professional summary. Then next one, experience. If you are working with, if you worked with now, I started my career in 2013. Okay, 2013 to 2015, I worked for one company. From 15 to 18, I worked for another company. 18 to 21 for another company. 21 to till date, I'm working in one company. Okay, so in my experience, 4 companies are there. So that's why every company details I mentioned here, from which month from which month I worked in from that in that company to which date I worked in that company, I mentioned it. In the present company, till date, that means till today, I'm working for the same company. When you are keeping only one company, then you can remove all these things. You can keep only one company here. When you are going with a fake experience, don't keep multiple companies. The reason, if you keep multiple companies, you need to submit all the company documents. From the consultancies, you are going to take the documents, right? So when you're keeping experience, you need to show experience documents also. I'm genuine. I'm having genuine 11 years experience. So I have all those documents with me. First company offer letter, pay slips, bank statement, form 16, all the documents I have. So I can submit to any company if they ask me. But if you keep 2 companies in the resume, that is a problem for you only. They will ask you documents from 2 companies. If you get that, if you want documents from 2 companies, 2 times you have to pay the money for the consultancy. That's why better to keep only one company in your experience. If you are keeping 2 years, or if you are keeping 3 years also, keep only one company so that you can submit only one company documents. You can submit only one company documents. Then coming to technical skills, guys. What Java technologies we know, what databases we know, what UI technologies, servers, IDEs, operating system, Kafka, DevOps tools, AWS services. So as per my experience, what I know, I kept those technical skills. Okay. And one more important thing is, if you don't know any particular concept, don't keep in the resume. You need to read your resume properly 2 to 3 times. Any statement which you don't know, don't keep in the resume, because the person who is taking your interview will read your resume. Based on your resume only, they will ask the questions. Okay. If you don't know Linux, don't keep Linux in the resume. If you keep Linux and if you don't know, then they may ask some questions on the Linux. If you don't give the answer properly, chances will be there to reject in the interview. So that is the reason. If you don't know nobody knows everything. Nobody knows everything. So whatever you know, you keep only those things in the resume. If you don't know something, don't keep in the resume. Now, I don't know React. I'm not keeping in my resume. If I keep React.js, they may ask some question on the React which I cannot answer. Then they will get a negative impression on me. So that is the reason, which you don't know, don't keep it. Then after, I'm keeping my educational qualification, just my college name and passed out year I kept it. This is also optional, not required. Okay. So what is your highest qualification, from which college you completed? If you want, you can keep your period, your graduation period also you can keep. My graduation 18 to 12 batch. I completed my BTech in Hyderabad. Okay. I'm keeping this information as educational qualification. Got it. Then next, after his educational qualification, technical skills are completed. So I'm going to keep my project details. I'm keeping my project details. Okay. In this educational qualifications, you need to be very careful. If you don't know something, don't keep that. Then coming to educational qualification, no need to keep your percentage, SSC, intermediate, BTech, MTech, not required. Keep only highest qualification. And project details. Always we need to keep latest project on the top. What is your current project you need to keep on the top. Now, I'm currently working for banking company and I'm working for credit card project in my company. Okay. My duty is to work on credit service layer. in the short form, in our company, we are going to call as CSL. So I am a CSL tech lead. My project name is a CSL. In that project, I'm working as a tech lead from last 2 years, right? So tech lead is my role. What is the environment of this project? This project we developed by using Java, Spring Boot, microservices, Hibernate. That means data JPA we are using. Internally, it will use Hibernate. So we can keep here data JPA, Oracle, Apache Kafka, and AWS Cloud we are using. So this is tech stack of our application. For front end, we can keep Angular, okay, Kafka, comma, AWS, and Angular, which is for front end development. This project is belongs to banking domain, guys. This project is belongs to banking domain. And what is my role in the project? I'm keeping this as tech lead, right? Coming to project description, just 2 lines of description I'm keeping for my project, right? The main objective of CSL project to determine eligibility of a customer for credit card application. As part of this application, we are interacting with several third-party REST APIs to get required information related to customer. Okay. Now, so in my application, we are working on backend REST APIs development. Those REST APIs responsibility take the customer data and validate that data. Is that customer eligible for credit card or not? People will apply for a credit card. System will decide, can we provide credit card for that citizen or not? So that is my project high level description. Okay, fine. Coming to my roles and responsibilities in the project. So what I will do in my project, those things we are keeping under roles and responsibilities, right? Can you read this? Can you read this? Involved in the requirements gathering from the functional team, analysis we use it to do, design we have to do, and coding also we have to do. So requirements analysis, requirements design, and development will be available. And every day we need to attend the Scrum calls to understand what is happening in the project. And we need to provide our work updates also to the Scrum Master. Then participating in the planning session and retrospective sessions also. What is our plan for the next sprint and how the sprint is completed? We are going to prepare planning and retrospective. Creating infrastructure using AWS. So as I am working as a lead, some infrastructure required for non-prod environments we are going to create in the AWS cloud. Configured DevOps practices, Jenkins pipelines, Docker files, code reviews, everything we will take care as a developer in the project, right? And configure Jenkins pipelines for non-prod and prod environments, creating Docker files for the microservices, creating Kubernetes files for the deployment, creating Docker file, creating Kubernetes files for the deployment is also part of my job. So these are my roles and responsibilities in the company. These are my roles and responsibilities in the company. Okay, that is for one project. Now, coming to the next project, that is health insurance system. This is what we are discussing in our application. In our class, we discussed about this application. So health insurance system, this project we developed Java, JSP, Spring Boot, Hibernate, web services, RESTful, Oracle, HP Extreme. I told you what is HP Extreme, which is used to generate the PDFs for the CO module. This is related to healthcare. In that company, I was a team member. Then the description, how many lines we are writing? So we are writing just 3 lines of description. What is the main objective of this project? So whatever the project we are doing in our course, that is my previous company project. So that is developed in Deloitte company. When I was in Deloitte, I worked for that project. The objective of this project to implement fully integrated health insurance system for Kentucky state citizens. I told you that Rhode Island citizens, right? So for multiple states, the same project is available. In the resume, I mentioned as Kentucky state citizens. As part of this application, what are the plans available? SNAP, SACAP, Medicaid, Medicare, QHP. Instead of RIW, their plan name is KTW. Kentucky Works Plan is available for unemployed. SNAP is food plan. CCAP is children's. Medicaid, Medicare, QHP health plans. KTW available for unemployed. Okay. Now, if you see currently in this project, my responsibilities, in the previous project, my responsibilities are different. Why their responsibilities are different? Depends on my role. My role is a team member in the previous company. Now in the current company, my role is a technical lead. As I am a technical lead in the project, I need to deal with the development plus operations also in the project. But in the previous company, I was just a team member. So when I was a team member, what are the roles here? Only coding part will be available. I'm a developer in that. I need to understand the requirement. Can you read this? Just read the points. You need to keep these points in your resume, guys. So you are going to apply for the job as a team member. Okay. So when you keep 2 years, 3 years or 4 years, they will consider you as a team member. For the team member, these roles will be available. All of you able to read that? Okay. You got the clarity. What are the roles and responsibilities? Right. Then next one, CT, that is previous project which I developed, and here the roles. There is another project like this. All the 5 projects that I worked on, I kept all those 5 projects, including my responsibilities. In the last, your name and your signature part will be available. You don't need to mention your family details like your marital state. Some people will keep that part also, but it is optional. For fresher resume, we will keep what is your address, father name, and your gender, all that information. In the experienced resumes, that is not required. Okay, just complete these sections which are required in your project. So this is how you need to prepare your resume. I will give this resume. In this resume, whatever you feel is not required for you, you can remove those points and you can remove those projects also.
Sir, do we have to mention sir J2E technologies,
Yes,
JDBC,
sir.
servlet,
J2.
JSP?
So if you know that, you can keep that, no problem.
Means sir, then they will ask, then they will start digging the questions also, no, into that.
No, sir. JDB, they don't ask that JDBC and all that part because those are outdated. No? If you're confident, then only keep it. Otherwise, don't keep it.
A little bit knowledge is there.
Without keeping JDBC servlets, can we keep Spring Boot and microservice?
Sorry?
Without knowing JDBC and servlets, can we keep Spring Boot and microservice?
But they will ask a question, right? How, without knowing JDBC, how do you understand the Spring Boot?
Achha, sir, when we are mentioning, sir, do we have to mention Spring framework or directly we will be mentioning Spring Boot and microservices?
Sorry?
Sir, do we have to mention, we know Spring also, Spring Boot framework or on direct Spring Boot framework?
Yeah, direct Spring Boot you can keep, no problem. But to know Spring Boot, basics of Spring is required, na?
So how we have to mention it there, sir?
Just keep Spring Boot, that's it.
Or we have to mention it like Spring Core and all this kind of
Not
Spring
required.
Core?
Just keep Spring Boot and microservices. That is sufficient.
Okay, sir.
Sir, in third project, you write your client name. It's recommended?
If you want, you can keep. Otherwise, you can remove.
Yeah, okay.
Sir, if we say we have worked on Angular as well, will they believe? Like,
Sorry?
if anybody says like I have worked on both Angular and Spring, will the interviewer believe? Because if anybody will be allowed to work.
If that person knows Angular, then they may ask some questions on the Angular.
Like generally, backend developer will be allowed to work on front end also.
Sometimes some projects will have full stack. Na? Nowadays, some projects are having full stack.
Yeah, sir, they are mentioning, but in the real time, will they be allowed to work on Angular?
Yes, allowed.
Sir, but here where you have mentioned, sir, Angular?
In the technical skills I have mentioned, na? UI.
Okay.
And
sir, instead of Hibernate, can we mention directly Spring Boot data JPA?
Yeah, you can keep it. You can modify according to your knowledge. You can modify that, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if we go as a fake experience, then we recommended to write a client name because we going to fake documents.
Yes.
Some outsourcing company.
You can say the client name also. Parent company and client company concept will be there. I will tell you. You got the format of resume?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have 2 years of genuine experience, but I uploaded my resume. I'm getting less number of calls. Can I add one more year before joining my present company?
But do you have documents for that?
For my present company?
Yeah, you can add it. If you have documents, you can add it.
Okay. I'm saying fake experience. 1 year of fake experience.
Yeah, I will come to that. I will come to that, sir. I will come to that. Guys,
okay.
Are you clear with the template of the resume? What sections we need to mention in the resume, in which order? So as I told you, your contact details, your professional summary, your experience, your technical skills, your highest qualification, your project. When you are keeping project name, environment, what is the domain of the project? And you can keep what is your role in that project also. Okay. So like this, you can keep 1 or 2 projects and the roles and responsibilities you will keep. And finally, the signature part will be available in the resume. Okay. Now, coming to the details, how to show gap as experience. Okay. How to show gap as experience.
Sir, photo is not required, sir, on the resume.
No, optional. If you want, you can keep it, but it's not mandatory.
And on Naukri profile or Monster profile?
They're also optional.
Okay, okay. Now, what do you recommend, sir?
No need to keep.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, let us see how to show gap as experience. Now, guys, anybody who completed their BTech in 2022. 2022 means you have 2 years gap. You have 2 years gap. Prepare resume with a 2 years experience. Whatever that, if you complete your graduation, if you completed your graduation in the 2012, that means you have 2 years of gap now. So you can show the 2 years gap as your experience. You need to prepare a resume with the 2 years experience. If anybody having the gap of 3 years, now if you complete your graduation in the 21, almost you reach 3 years of gap. Then prepare resume with a 3 years of experience. Prepare your resume with the 3 years of experience. If anybody completed BTech or anything in 2020, then total 4 years gap is available. Now, don't prepare the resume with the 4 years. Prepare your resume with the 3 years only. Then what about that 1 year? That 1 year you can say for the training. I completed BTech in 2020. That is a Corona. That is a Corona. So in that Corona time, I have attended some online classes for the full stack development. It took 6 to 7 months of time to complete the full stack. Then I got the job as a fresher. From last 3 years, I'm working as a Java full stack developer. Like that, you can cover 4 years gap, 1 year for training, and 3 years for experience. If anybody who completed in 2019, right, then they have 5 years gap. For these people also, you can say the same thing. Prepare resume with 3 years experience. COVID, 2019 March COVID is available. So in that 1 year COVID, I was at home. After that, 2021, I attended trainings. Amirpet, I attended full stack development trainings. After 6 months of time, I got my job. So because of COVID, my 1 year time is wasted. And 1 year I attended trainings. Then I got the job as a fresher. From 3 years, I am working as Java full stack developer. So if you have more gap, right, you'd split that gap into 2 parts. 3 years you need to show as IT experience. The remaining gap you need to show as some non-IT or coaching or business or anything. If anybody having more than 5 years gap, for example, 6 years gap is available. If you have 6 years gap, don't attend interviews with 6 years. Okay, 3 years you tell them that we have a family business. I have taken care of that family business for 3 years of time. Later, our business did not work properly. So that's why we stopped our business and I came into IT. In the 6 years, 3 years I worked for business, and the recent 3 years I'm working in the IT. Like that, you need to cover the gap. If anybody completed a degree and the MCA, you no need to keep MCA in the resume. Anybody done MCA here? Which year?
22.
22, 23, MCA passed out people. Remove the MCA from your resume. Apply for the jobs with the degree. So 23 MCA means you don't have gap. So just 1 year gap only available. If you remove 2 years of your MCA, then 2 years or 3 years? 2 years only. So 23 MCA completed. If you remove that MCA from your resume, 21 you completed your degree. 21 onwards, you can say that 6 months I have taken training, 6 to 7 months training is there, 3 years experience is available. So you no need to keep masters in the resume for the job in the industry. Bachelor's is sufficient to get the job in the IT industry. Okay, guys. If anybody completed a master's in the 2021, those people can keep 3 years with the master's also, no problem. But the people who completed a master's recently, this year or last year, you no need to keep master's in the resume, because if you keep master's in your resume, gap is not there. 23 completed masters. If you prepare resume with MCA, 1 year gap is available. For 1 year gap, calls will be very, very less. 0 to 1 year. If you keep 1 year experience also, they will consider you as a fresher only. Getting my point? If you keep 1 year experience, if you keep 6 months experience also, they will treat you as a fresher. They will treat you as a fresher. You got the point? Yes. Any questions?
Sir, I have 2.8 years of real experience. Can I mention in resume as 3 years so that I can get more number of calls?
Yeah, you can overall 3 years you can keep. Anybody having 2.8 years, 2.9 years experience, they can keep overall 3 years experience, because 3+ years experienced people will get more number of calls. 3.2, 3.3. If you have more than 3 years experience, then more chances available to get more calls in the IT industry. Okay. Sir, when we are going for experience, what documents are required? If anybody going for a fresher, no problem at all. If anybody want to attend the interviews with the experience, documents required.
Sir, can I ask one question on the experience part?
Yes, sir.
So I have around 7 years experience, but not in Java, sir. I
You
work in
show
mainframe.
3 years, 4 years on non-Java, 3 years you can show on Java.
Okay, but currently my role is tech lead.
You can keep Java. They will not come and check your designation there. You prepare resume, 4 years on other technology, 3 years on Java technology.
Okay, and then I can look for senior roles, right? Not
Correct.
tech. Okay, thank you.
Sir, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Sir, actually, one of my friends has 6 years experience, sir. Actually, from last 2 years, he left the job due to his personal problem. So how we can show that one, sir?
Sir, first discuss about your scenario. Print scenario we'll talk later.
No, sir. Actually, he's also in this course, but today he's not attending that one.
Okay,
Actually,
tomorrow he will come now. He will talk to me.
okay.
Sir,
Yes.
I have completed MCA in 2022. Can I mention in resume?
2022. You have 2 years experience after that.
Oh, okay.
For 2 years also calls will be less. I suggest you to go with the 3 years. You will get more calls.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So I have 6 years of experience in automation testers in Java. So how can I showcase that for as a developer?
You can show that automation experience as a Java experience.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I have 1 year, 10 months of experience, sir. What would you suggest for me? Like I'm not working now.
Yeah, we'll talk on your scenario, sir. Okay.
Hello.
Guys, now, guys, wait. Doubts clarification last. Everybody having different scenario. Everybody is having a different scenario here. Let's first complete this. What are the documents required to cover our gap as a experience? Guys, documents, first thing, you need to take fake experience documents from the consultancies. So Ashok IT will not give you the documents. Documents will be given by consultancy people. If you have any friends reference, you can talk to them and you can take the documents from the consultancy. But if you are going for this kind of experience, what documents are required? The documents that we need, first one is offer letter. Okay. So when you are showing 3 years experience, that means you are working in one company, right? That company offer letter is required. In 3 years, how many times you got hikes? Every year, salary increment will be available. 2%, 5%, maximum 8% will be there in the companies, right? So whenever you got some hike, company will revise your salary and they will send you hike letter. So till today, your salary is 7 lakhs. From this month, your salary is 9 lakhs. Like that. Salary revision will happen when you get some increment. So when the salary is revised, company will send one hike letter for you. Okay. Hike letters will be available. Every year, one hike letter. Even though if you are not getting any hike, a letter will be available saying that 0% hike. Okay. Then another important thing, pay slips. Some companies will go with 3 months or some companies will go with 6 months of pay slips. Pay slip is nothing but your salary proof. So every month you will get the salary. Whenever you get the salary, company will generate a pay slip. In the pay slip, you will see what is your salary, how much salary you got for this month, do you have any leaves in this month, how much salary deducted for the income tax, how much salary you are getting, how much salary going for your PF. Okay, all your salary related information, to which bank account number they are giving the salary, all that information they will provide in the pay slip. Okay, when you are going for new company, they will ask your old company pay slips to check how much salary you got in the old company. Pay slip will be available. That pay slip will be there for 3 months of time or it will be there for 6 months. Some companies will ask 3 months. Some companies will ask 6 months of time. And nowadays, companies are asking bank statements also. Nowadays, companies are asking bank statements also. So 6 months bank statements. Bank statement is the proof to show you got every month salary. How much salary you got to pay slip you can create in the Word document, but bank statement you can't modify. Right. If we log in into your net banking, every month how much salary you got, that can be tracked. Bank statements they will ask. And another thing, they will ask you Form 16. Form 16 is related to income tax, guys. So every year, for every quarter, how much tax we are paying to the government, how much already we paid, how much is balance. Based on your PAN card number, the income tax information they are going to maintain. Your income, your earnings, and how much income is a taxable income, how much tax you need to pay to the government from your salary, monthly how much you need to pay, how many months you paid, how many months you have not paid, did you pay any extra amount for the tax, or is there any balance amount in the tax. Everything will be available as part of Form 16. Things will be available in the Form 16. Along with these things, they will ask experience letter. They will ask experience letter, which is also called as service letter. So company will provide you service letter saying that this person is our employee from so and so date to till date he worked in our company as a software engineer. Experience letter will be available. Okay, in that experience letter it will mention what is your name, when you joined in that company, and what you are doing in that company. That company will say that yes, he is our employee. That a document will be available. That is called experience letter or service letter. And second thing is relieving letter. Relieving letter will be available. Relieving letter nothing but when you are leaving one company, company will give you relieving. Okay, bye bye Tata. You can go out from our company. There is no relation between you and me from now onwards. We are not responsible for your items. You are not responsible for company works, right? So that kind of breakup bond will be available between the company and the employee. That breakup is called relieving letter. Relieving letter means company officially sending you out. Company officially sending you out from the job. That is called relieving letter. Service letter is to tell that you worked in that company as an employee from start date to end date. Bank statements, Form 16, pay slips, hike letter, offer letter will be available. So this is the reason I'm telling you. If you keep 2 companies in the resume, I kept my 4 companies in the resume, right? If you keep 2 companies in the resume, then what is the problem? What is the problem if you keep 2 companies in the resume? You need to submit all these documents of every company. If I have genuine 4 companies, I can keep it. I have my documents, but you are having fake experience. So you don't have all these documents. Who will give you all these documents for you? We are genuine. We are not genuine now. We are going for fake experience. When you are going with fake experience, all these documents, consultancy people will give you. So consultancy people will create the documents for you saying that you are that company employee. Okay. So in Amirpet also, there are so many consultancies available who will give the fake documents for the people. Giving the fake documents is a crime. First thing, that is a crime. So many times in the Amirpet, raids will happen on those consultancies. So recently, 6 months back also, one raid happened in the Amirpet. 30 to 40 institutes got closed because of these fake documents only. They're saying that we are giving training, but actually they are doing consultancy business. They will give fake experience documents to the people. So the people came, the police department came to Amirpet. They have done the raid on the Amirpet institutes. They found 40 institutes are doing that business. They seized those institutes. Those institutes are not there in the market now. So these documents is a crime. So who is going to find these kind of people? Task force department will be available. So the task force department will identify the people who are giving the fake documents and they will file a case on that. But still, those people will not keep any office in Amirpet. They will just to deal with the phone calls only. You send the money to them. They will send the documents to your mail ID. Some people will meet you directly to give the documents. Some people will not meet you. Everything will happen through phone conversation only. Okay. You need to be careful when you are going for that documents collection. Okay, guys. It's a fake. It's a fake and it's illegal, but no option. Why? Companies are expecting people to join with experience. How do we get the experience? Where do we get the experience? Somebody should give the job as a fresher, then only we will get the experience. Any company ready to give the job for freshers? They want only experienced people. How experienced people will come when there are no jobs for the freshers? So that's why this fake market is trending. Okay. In the IT industry, 70 to 75% of software engineers are joined with fake experience only. 70 to 75 people in the industry joined with fake experience only because as a fresher, no opportunity. Companies are not selecting the freshers. Then they have to join in the company. Company expecting experienced candidate. We don't have genuine experience. Learn the course in the Amirpet, do the practice properly, get the proper subject, do some real-time project, understand the real-time environment, show the gap as experience and get into the IT industry. Okay, so that is what most of the people are doing. It is unofficial and it is illegal also, but no option. Getting my point? Good. So these are the documents that you need from consultancy people. Consultancy people will give you these documents, guys. And another thing, they will ask you official email ID. If you are working for a company, company will give you one official email ID also. Suppose if you are working for, suppose if I am working for TCS, TCS people will give a mail like this to me, ashok.b@tcs.com. For TCS employees, this is official email ID for every employee. Suppose if I work in Oracle, then Oracle people will give me Oracle mail for me. So this is official email. When you are attending the interview, they will ask, tell me your official email ID. Why they will ask your official email ID? To check whether you are genuine or fake. So if I send a mail to that mail ID, if a mail is delivered, that is working fine. If a mail is not delivered, you are fake. Within 1 minute, they can catch whether you are fake or genuine. Are you getting my point? So they will ask you, what is your official email ID? They will send a test mail for the official email ID. If a mail is delivered, you are genuine. If a mail is not delivered, you are fake. You got it? So that's why what consultancy people will do, consultancy people will create official fake mail ID also. In Amirpet, everything is possible. Okay, they will create the fake mail ID for you. They will create fake documents for you. They will create fake offer letter, fake pay slips, fake bank statement, fake form 16. Everything is fake. They will charge some amount and they will create all the documents for you. Those documents you will submit to the company. Then it depends on luck. If a company do strict verification, there is a chance of losing our job. If company is not doing strict verification, then you will continue in that job. So when you are going for fake interview, 50-50 chances, guys. If company doing strict verification, fire. If a company not doing strict verification, you can survive in the company. Sometimes if they find that you are fake also, technically if you are good, they will accept it. Okay, this person came with the fake experience, but technically he is good. He is able to do the work in the project. If you get that impression from your management, some companies will accept, some companies will not accept. You got the clarity? Good. So these are the documents. In the market, guys, for these fake documents, the price is around 20 to 30,000. Currently in the market, for these documents, the price is 20 to 30,000 rupees they are charging. So you need to talk to the consultancy people. You need to find the best consultancy. Best consultancy offices will not be available. So they can't keep a office and they can't keep a board. We will provide fake documents. No, it's everything is illegal. Their office may available, may not available. Even if the office is available, board will not be available on that office. Okay, you need to talk to those people. You need to meet those people outside in the chai point or cafe or somewhere on the road, and you need to deal with them and you need to take the documents from them. You got the point? Right. So these are the documents that we need to go for experienced interview. For these documents, they are charging 20 to 30,000 from consultancy to consultancy. The price is going to be different. The pricing will be different from consultancy to consultancy. When you are going for consultancy documents, initially you take only this part. Okay, suppose if they are charging 30,000 for your fake documents, you no need to pay all the 30,000 immediately. First they will take 5,000 rupees and they will give you these documents for 5,000. Okay, these documents are sufficient for you to attend the interview. Once you got selected in the interview, then you need to take the remaining documents. Once you got the job, once you got offer letter, then you can pay the remaining amount and you can take these documents. So in the consultancy, people will call, these are initial documents, these are final documents. 30,000 fees, 5,000 for initial documents, 25,000 for the final. That dealing will be there. You need to talk to them properly. So, but to attend the interview, you no need all these documents. To attend the interview, you take only these documents by paying 3,000 or 5,000 rupees for them. Once you got selected, once you got the job, then you take the remaining documents to attend, to join in the, at the time of joining in the company, you need to submit these documents. For attending the interview, these things are sufficient. Some people ask, bring your pay slips also for the interview. For attending the interview, pay slips are not required. Okay, just they will say that bring pay slips for the interview, but not required. When you are attending the interview, your PAN card, your Aadhaar card is required. When you are going inside the company for the interview, they will ask your Aadhaar number, PAN number. Nowadays, online interviews, they will ask in the interview, show me your Aadhaar card in front of camera, show your PAN card in front of camera. They will take the photograph of your Aadhaar card and PAN card. Once you got selected, then they will ask you to send these documents. Once you got the job, once you got selected, company will ask you to send this offer letter, hike letter, pay slips, bank statements, form 16. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 documents you need to give to the company once you got selected, not before interview, right? Once your interview is completed, then you will get a mail from the HR. Your interview is cleared. You got selected in the interview. Please send below documents to process your offer letter. Once you send these 5 documents, then company will give you offer letter to your mail ID with the joining date. On the day of joining, on the joining date, you need to submit this experience letter and relieving letter also. Okay, so once you got selected, before releasing the offer, company will ask these documents. Once you got selected, on the joining date, you need to submit these documents. These are called final documents for us. Are you clear? Look at the documents we need for experience. Okay, guys, you got the clarity? Got the point, guys. Nowadays, in some companies, getting the job with the fake experience also difficult. If they get a doubt on your profile, they are asking to open your net banking, not just sending the statement. They're asking to open the net banking and show me your banking statements in the online. That time you can't do anything. Okay. If company is asking you to send the statement, that is okay. But if they get the doubt, what they will do? They will call you for the cabin. HR will call you for the cabin. Beta, this is the system. Please log in into your net banking in front of me and show me your banking statement. Then there is a Trivikram dialogue. What we need to do at that time? You can't do anything. They will catch you. You have to resign for your job. Okay. So now, once you join in the company, if they identify that you are a fake experienced person, they will not beat you. They will not kill you. Simply, they will tell that keep resignation and leave the company. That's it. Okay. Just you need to keep official resignation and you need to come out from. So many people will, even I also faced that situation. Okay, in my company, they asked me, open your net banking initially. Open net banking and show me the statement. Where is the statement? Not there. So I told them clearly, okay, I don't have any experience. I am not getting the job as a fresher. That's why I tried with the experience. I'm able to crack the interview. That means I have a subject. If you want to work me here, I'm ready to work and I will prove myself. If you want to give me the less salary also, no problem. I'm able to crack 3 years experience in interview. That means my subject is at 3 years level. Your company employee only selected me. That means either I am good or he is not good. Yes or no? So when the situation comes, we have to talk like that only. So your employee only taken my interview. He selected me. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that? Either I'm good technically or he don't know anything. Any two scenarios. Now, if you want me to work in this company as a fresher also, I'm happy. My subject is at the experience level. Your company employee only conducted my interview. So if you want to give me fresher salary, if you want to consider me as a fresher, I'm okay. Or if you want me to consider as an experience also, I'm okay. If you want to leave me also, okay. Because we don't have any option. We can't fight with them. Whatever they will tell, we have to do the same thing. Most of the times in the MNC company, they will ask you to resign and leave the company. If the company is a startup company, they will reduce your salary and they will consider you as a fresher. Two situations will happen. Okay, guys. So you should not get panic when you caught in the company as a fake experience person, because in the software companies, every day these kind of people will be catching, and every day some people will be coming out from the companies because of fake experience. Are you getting my point? So there is nothing crime here. Nothing will happen. So if they catch that you are having fake experience, they will ask you to resign for the job and they will send you out from the company. That's it. Then simple. You got the job. You worked in that company for 2 months of time. After 2 months, they identified that you are fake. They asked you to leave the company. What you need to feel? 2 months salary you got, 2 months experience also you got. You are there in the company for 2 months of time, right? You have seen the environment for 2 months of time. With this knowledge, easily you can crack the interview in the next company. Easily you can crack the interview from nothing to 2 months of experience. After 2 months, we lost our job. No problem. After 2 months, once we lost the job, 2 months salary we got. With that salary, we can stay in the Hyderabad for another 1 year and we can try for the jobs. No problem. And another important thing is, once you get the job with fake experience, don't tell to any of your family members. Don't tell to your friends. Don't tell to your relatives also. Why? Because they will spread the news in your villages, in your relatives and all that stuff. People will feel, yes, he got the job getting 1 lakh salary per month and all. Your marriage progress will start. Then after 2 months, suppose bad luck, if you lost your job, that is a very negative publicity. That's why for 6 months of time, don't tell to anyone that you are doing the job in the company. Within 6 months, you will understand whether that job is going to be permanent for you or it is a temporary job for you. 6 months of time, if you tell to your parents, tell them that. Don't tell to anyone, because I got job like this, maybe or may not be. We may be there in the job, may not be there in the job. For the first 6 months, it is little challenging for you to manage that experience in the company. If you survive in the company for 6 months of time, then no problem. You can do celebrations, you can tell to anyone also. But first 6 months, don't tell to anyone if you get the job as a experienced developer. If you get job with the fresher, no problem. For freshers, such kind of things will not be available. You need to be careful. Okay. So what sections we need to keep in the resume, how to cover our gap as an experience, and what are the documents we need to take from consultancy people, that we need to understand. So if I have some consultancy reference numbers, I will post in the group. You can talk to them, but I'm not saying that take from them only. I will not say that, guys. It's up to you. If you want some reference number, I will post in the group. But if you take the documents from them, tomorrow, if you face some problem, I am not responsible for that. So that's why I will not force anybody to take the documents from any consultancy. Tomorrow, if some problem happened in your verification, if consultancy people is not supporting properly, then people will come and sit in my cabin. Sir, you have given this number, because of this person, I lost my job. So that's why we don't encourage that. We don't support any consultancy here. If you have any friends who has taken those documents, you talk to them, you take the numbers from them, and you take the documents also from them. I will not involve in that process. You got the point? Good. Any other questions as of now? Any questions as of now? Sorry? Sir, you can show your current experience multiplied by 2 lakhs, you can show. If you are keeping 2 years, show as 4 lakhs package. If you are keeping 3 years experience, so show your package as 6 lakhs. Then you can ask for 50% hike, 70% hike also. So your number of years experience multiplied by 2 lakhs, you can show as your current package. On top of that, you can ask for 50% hike. Yep. Any other question? That is depends on the consultancy. Consultancy person will support for few companies, will not support for few companies. Most of the consultancies will not support for TCS all. TCS will do verification from your college, your school, your college, your home, your company. They will do strict background verification. That's why some consultancies will not support for TCS company. You can't go for TCS as a fake guy. No. Once you get the job in one company, if you have some genuine experience, then you can go to TCS. Directly with the fake experience, you cannot go to TCS. You can go. First, you get job in some company. You work in that company for 2 years. After, with the 2 years genuine experience, you can go to any company in the market. Consultancy person will tell you for which companies they will support, for which companies they will not support. Good. Sir, companies will take any legal action and all. Legal action and all, that much story will not be there, guys. If they find that you are fake, they will send you out. That's it. No legal action, no cases, nothing will be there. Because it is not a government job. It is a private job. If they like your work, they will give the salary. If they don't like your work, they will remove you from the job. That's it. Okay. Any questions? Anyone else? No questions. Good. I will upload these sample resumes, guys. So let me upload this file. Yeah, I have uploaded sample resumes in the portal. You can download that resume and you can modify that resume according to your experience and according to your skill set. Good. Online students, any questions, anyone?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Sir, I want to ask about is Angular classes including
Yes, sir.
SBMS?
So from Monday at 5:30, our AWS Linux class will start, and at 7 p.m. Angular class is going to start from Monday. Angular is online, AWS class is offline. Got it? Yep.
Is it included in SBMS or JRTP?
Only JRTP, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. Hi,
Yeah.
sir.
Hello.
Sir, how to decide package as a fake experience for 3 years or 2 years?
Sorry?
How to decide the package like salary?
I told you your current experience multiplied by 2 lakhs, you can show as current package. Then you can ask 50% hike.
Okay.
Got it?
And one more question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, once we get once we got in the company, if they have in VGB verification, they have kept like a blacklist in NSR, National Skill Registry. So what is the future of the employee?
Sir, now I don't see anybody has faced that problem, sir. Right? I have not seen that in any company is keeping the blacklist for the employee.
Because now it's a compulsory to register in NSR portal once you get into the company.
I don't think so, sir. Companies will do, but I need to check it. What will happen?
Okay.
Sir, you have taught 20 tools, right, sir? In the resume,
Yes.
do we need to mention the 20 tools of?
You can
or
keep
any...
all those things, no problem. Because you know them, right? You can keep them.
Yes.
Sir, company will ask PF documents.
PF, some companies will ask, some companies will not ask. It depends on the company. Some companies will ask PF, some companies will not ask PF.
In background verification, they check past service history.
Yes, they will check it, sir. They will check your past service and they will check your past PF and all.
If we go for fake, then we not have a PF account. Then
consultancy people will give you. If not, you can say that in my previous company, PF is not there.
But I have one problem. From past 4 to 5 months, I work part time in retail store. In that store, my PF account is open and deduct my PF.
Yeah, you send me a message to me, sir. I will respond to you how to deal with that scenario. You
Yes,
send
sir.
your details to me in the WhatsApp. I will find out the solution for you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, AWS
company
online
check,
is not available, sir.
Online plus offline, both, sir.
Okay.
Hi, sir. Good evening. Sir, do
Hi,
company
sir.
check final settlement letter for the case of
No, sir. No. Relieving letter
buyout?
they will check.
Because in case of notice period buyout, like they will pay some money to the previous company. For that, do they check all the how
They
much
will check.
money?
I told you, right? They will check your service letter and experience letters.
Okay.
I'm trying
to
that company. Good time to shift.
Genuine company.
Sorry?
I did production support.
You worked in the production support, okay?
Yeah, as a 2.8 year of experience.
Okay.
So, what project I need to keep?
I did not understand, sir.
Which project I need to keep in resume?
Whatever we discussed in the class, same project you can keep in the resume.
Okay, it's then it's no problem, right?
Right.
I'm of the same page, same problem, sir. I have 2.6 years of experience in production support. Then what's in my scenario?
Send me a message to me, sir. I will need to see your scenario and I will respond on that.
Oh, okay, thank you. Sir, I am trying to plan shift company. It is good time to shift.
Sorry.
I am trying to plan shift company.
Okay.
It is good time to shift company.
Yeah, you can do that. No
Okay.
issue.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir. Please. Hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
Hello. Please make video on self-introduction for freshers, sir.
Sorry.
How self-introduction for freshers? How they can introduce?
I did not get you.
Sir, self-introduction for freshers as a Java developer.
Please speak loudly, sir. I can't hear you.
Self-introduction for freshers. Self-introduction.
Self-introduction for freshers. Okay. I think I have already given video. Na? In the YouTube, the video is there. How to explain self-introduction. Yes.
Okay.
I will share it. Yeah, I will share that in group today.
Hi, sir.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I have 1.5 year experience, but 1 year gap now.
Sir, the people who are having the gap and all regarding that, send a message to my number. Tomorrow I will be free and I will clarify your doubts in the chat.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I have given my number in the chat box. Anybody having any confusion with the experience and all, send a message to me with your profile history and I will respond to you in the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
For freshers, can I keep these projects?
For freshers, it is not required, sir. This much project not required. For freshers, you can keep just employee management, something like that. Okay. No fresher will work on this kind of health insurance application in the real time. Na? Fresher means you can keep a small college level project.
Like that first 2 mini projects, can I keep that?
Yeah, you can keep those 2 mini projects.
From non-IT background.
Yeah, you can keep first 2 mini projects as a fresher. For experienced people, the HIS project we discussed, you can keep that in your resume.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, sir. Regarding notice period, currently I am working in TCS and we have a 3-month notice period after applying for resignation. So how to tackle that? Because most companies are asking for immediate joining.
Okay, I will give the best answer for that.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in the case when companies verify previous all companies, if we keep a company with fake experience, and sometimes that verification got failed. How can we manage that scenario?
I will just respond to me in the chat, sir. I will confirm you.
Okay, sir. And hello, sir.
Yeah.
One more thing. Yeah. I'm looking for a fake experience with a company that is that company is putting salary, crediting salary in my account actually for the genuine experience. But that company is not that much a big company. Can can I put a HIS project with that company because that company having only that company showing only 25 to 30 employees.
Yeah, you can show that, no issue.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, sir. I am having 2 years of experience around. Sir, in my previous company, I am in last 6 months, I am in LOP, sir. Now, currently, I am working with one contract role, some other company. So, if I move to the some other company, new company, they will ask now for my previous first company. So, I need to edit or what is
you can edit and you can submit.
No problem in the that
no problem.
background verification.
No problem.
Okay. PF also not credited in that.
No problem. If the PF is not there, no problem at all.
Not credited. PF is there, sir, but not credited in the 6 months.
No problem, sir. You can edit that and you can join.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine. Guys, remaining people who have some questions on this experience cover gap and all, send a message to me in the WhatsApp. I will respond to you. Okay. Good, guys. So please prepare your resumes. Keep it ready. Okay. So tomorrow we don't have class. Tomorrow we don't have a class. Sunday you have workshop directly on the ELK part. In the Monday session, I will explain first what are the do's and don'ts in the software company, what is parent company, client company and all. from Tuesday, we will start with our AWS. So Monday also we will work on this experience part. So once you join in the company, what things we should not do, how the joining formalities will be there in the company, how the exit formalities will be there in the company. Those things we will discuss in the Monday. I need another half an hour of time to complete that part in the Monday. Then we will get started with our introduction part. Okay, for AWS or Angular, or else from Tuesday we will start that. Sunday, work on this ELK part. Okay, once AWS Linux is completed, then we'll come to our project. I want to see how much you completed in the project. One day I will check all your systems. Whatever you have done in the project, I want to see, because I have given the screens, I have given the DB design, how much coding you completed. I want to see that. Got it? Fine. Thank you guys. We'll see you on Monday. So tomorrow there is no class for us. Saturday ELK workshop is there. Please attend that workshop.